The ultimate destruction of an avoidance ego isn't revenge, anger, or dramatic confrontation. It's total erasure from your memory and consciousness. The avoidant's entire sense of self is built on being unforgettable, on leaving lasting impressions that haunt people long after they're gone. They believe their emotional unavailability makes them mysterious and desirable, that their push-pull dynamics create addictive connections people can't shake. When someone genuinely forgets about them, when their name no longer triggers any emotional response, when their memory becomes as insignificant as a stranger passed on the street, it shatters everything the avoidant believes about their impact on others. They've spent their entire life assuming they matter deeply to people, even when they treat those people poorly. The avoidant discovers that all their carefully crafted emotional distance, all their strategic withdrawal, all their mind games were ultimately meaningless. They weren't creating an irresistible mystery, they were making themselves forgettable. The person they thought would pine for them forever has moved on so completely that the avoidant might as well have never existed in their life at all. This realization destroys the avoidant's ego because it proves they were never as important or impactful as they believed. Their whole identity was built on being the person others couldn't get over, the one who got away, the unforgettable love that would haunt someone's dreams. When someone forgets them entirely, it reveals that their perceived power was an illusion. Show them you're capable of deeper love with someone else. Nothing destroys an avoidant's ego faster than witnessing their ex-partner experience a healthier, deeper, more fulfilling love with someone new. The avoidant always believed they were the deepest connection their partner would ever experience, that no one else could understand or appreciate their partner the way they did. They assumed their emotional complexity made them irreplaceable. When they see their ex-partner thriving in a relationship that's more intimate, more stable, and more fulfilling than anything they shared together, it demolishes their sense of superiority. The avoidant realizes they weren't offering rare, sophisticated love. They were offering crumbs while convincing their partner it was a feast. Watching their ex-partner laugh more freely, communicate more openly, and love more deeply with someone else forces the avoidant to confront the truth about their own limitations. They weren't holding back because they were too deep or complex for ordinary love. They were holding back because they were too damaged and afraid to love properly. The avoidant sees their replacement treating their ex-partner with consistent kindness, emotional availability, and genuine commitment. Everything they withheld while convincing themselves and their partner that such treatment was beneath them or unrealistic. They realized they weren't protecting their partner from the mediocrity of ordinary love. They were depriving them of the extraordinary love they deserved, proved that you never needed them to be whole. The avoidant's ego thrives on the belief that they're necessary for their partner's happiness and completeness. They assume their partner was lost without them, that their unique understanding and sporadic affection were essential to their partner's well-being. The avoidant believes they rescued their partner from loneliness and gave their life meaning. When their ex-partner demonstrates complete wholeness and fulfillment without them, it destroys this foundational belief. The avoidant discovers they weren't the missing piece in someone's puzzle. They were an obstacle preventing their partner from completing themselves. Their absence didn't create a void, it created space for growth and healing. Seeing their ex-partner thriving independently, pursuing dreams they might have discouraged, developing confidence they may have undermined, and finding peace they never provided forces the avoidant to confront their true role in the relationship. They weren't the hero who saved someone from emptiness. They were the complication that prevented someone from accessing their own strength. The avoidant realizes their partner didn't need to be fixed, rescued, or completed. They needed to be freed from the limiting dynamic the avoidant created. Their ex-partner's wholeness without them proves that the avoidant's presence was diminishing rather than enhancing their life, become genuinely indifferent to their existence. The final blow to the avoidant's ego is encountering someone who feels absolutely nothing about them. No anger, no sadness, no longing, no curiosity. Complete emotional neutrality is the avoidant's worst nightmare because it proves they never mattered as much as they thought they did. The avoidant expects their ex-partner to harbor some feeling, love, hate, resentment, or at least wistful nostalgia. Any emotion confirms their significance in their ex-partner's life. But genuine indifference suggests they were ultimately forgettable, that their impact was so minimal it didn't leave any lasting emotional imprint. When the avoidant encounters true indifference, they realize they were never the profound, life-changing force they imagined themselves to be. They were just another person who passed through their ex-partner's life temporarily. Their absence created no void, their memory triggers no emotion, and their name evokes no response. This indifference forces the avoidant to confront the possibility that all their emotional maneuvering was pointless, that their carefully managed distance didn't create desire but apathy, that their mysterious unavailability didn't make them intriguing but irrelevant. Demonstrate that they were easily replaced and quickly forgotten. The ultimate destruction of the avoidant's ego comes when they realize they weren't unique, special, or irreplaceable. They were simply the person who happened to be there before someone better came along. When their ex-partner finds love that's healthier, happier, and more fulfilling, it proves the avoidant wasn't offering rare, sophisticated connection. They were offering dysfunction disguised as depth. The avoidant's entire identity crumbles when they understand they weren't the great love of someone's life. They were a learning experience, a stepping stone to something better. Their relationship wasn't a profound soul connection that would haunt their partner forever. It was a cautionary tale that taught their partner what real love should look like. Seeing themselves reduced from irreplaceable soulmate to forgettable ex destroys every narrative the avoidant constructed about their importance and impact. They realized they weren't the one who got away. They were the one their partner was lucky to escape from.